Coming up next, we have the host and one of the contestants of the relationship series Love and Translation. Host Sangita Patel and one of the American bachelors, Tripp, from the inaugural season are joining host Lori Rosales next.
From the TLC series Lost in Translation, I'd like to welcome Tripp and Sangita to Sidewalks Entertainment. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Thanks for having us.
So the TLC series Lost in Translation is a relationship series where 3 American bachelors meet 12 international women who don't speak English and are from 9 different countries. Now, through the series, the bachelors, relying on the language of love, try to see who they can connect with.
Yes.
So, Tripp,
State,
you
baby.
are
Let's
one of
go.
the 3 bachelors, and you hail from California, which is awesome. So, what part of California are you from?
I live in LA.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Well, we're over here in San Francisco, so.
Love San Francisco. Fleet Week. Used to be a Marine. I know you guys know about Fleet Week. Yeah, we came and had some good times over there in San Francisco for sure.
So on Lost in Translation, you do different activities and have many different experiences. What's your favorite memory of the show so far?
Oh my goodness.
It's funny, we've been just talking about bringing back the memories and things are coming back to us. And I mean, I told you which one I loved about you, and I think that's the same one for you as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, we can go right into the first episode. The staring experiment.
Mm-hmm.
It set the tone for the whole thing. It really, for me personally, instilled the belief that not only is this possible, but I may connect on levels that I've never experienced before. Yeah. So. Whew. This experience, I'll tell you what, the overall experience, it was not easy, but it was amazing.
Nice, nice. So same question for you, Sangita. I mean, you were mentioning, bringing back memories of the show. What was your favorite memory?
Yeah, it's a really good question because it's all coming back to me. But I think what I want people to get out of this show is the experiments, these social experiments where, when you don't have language, are you able to make that connection? And so when I brought these experiments towards the guys and the women, I didn't know how they were going to react to it. But they actually, I'm watching it live. I'm watching Tripp actually making a connection. I don't know if he's falling in love or he's like, oh, this is the one. I don't know. But you see it. And that's pretty amazing to watch. Even with the women, they're thinking this is the connection I wanted, but they may not. And that's another thing is these women are bonding with each other. The guys are bonding with each other because they can speak in language. But that's so beautiful is to know that you are able to connect with each other without the use of language, using your eyes, using your body language, doing charades, whatever it is. So this experiment really will, I hope the viewers get out of it, is that you question yourself on how you make connections.
So Tripp, how has being on the show changed your life?
It has changed it in many ways. I've learned so much about myself, and I've learned that because I always thought, I'm a good listener. I can listen. This taught me a whole new way to listen, like a whole new level of listening that I didn't even really realize was being neglected. So this has sharpened many areas of my life, and maybe some connections may have been made that still have an impact on me today. That's that's one of those things where you got to watch to find out just how deep and how long these experiences have affected me.
Feeling some love.
Yeah. Well, that's what we open the heart out to do out there. So.
Love is a universal language. That's what we've learned from this show.
Yeah.
So have you gotten more popular on social media? I mean, are your DMs blowing up? Do you have a huge fan base now?
I think everyone are going to fall in love with the guys when the show airs. I mean, Tripp is going to be... The girls are going crazy. Your social media is going to be next
Oh,
level.
thank
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good question, Lori. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I want to know about that. I want to know what kind of messages you're going to be getting.
All the DMs.
Yeah,
Who's going to be checking in with your DM, right?
Right?
It's going to be a lot to manage, yeah.
So, Sangita, you are the host of Lost in Translation. What caught your interest in being a part of the show?
That's, Lori, I've been in television for many years. I do a show called Entertainment Tonight Canada as a host. I've been on HGTV doing Home to Win. And the idea of this, I used to be an engineer too. So the idea of doing a reality show where we do this social experiment really resonated with me. I'm like, I really want to see this happen. And when I first met even Tripp and the guys, there was this quick connection. I just felt like this mother on set, and I felt like I could be there for them and be the mediator in the middle for the women and the guys. And that's a beautiful feeling. And to be live there, to see these connections happen, I'm like, I was part of that. I was able to make that happen. So maybe in the future, my job is to make relationships happen. Maybe this is what I'm going to get out of it, is that I could be that person.
I can't tell you how grateful I am. I mean, let me say this to
you
the world,
better invite me to your wedding if anything happens, right?
I 100% agree with everything, and I can't tell you how grateful that I am that we had Sangita to guide us through this. She was amazing. Yeah.
It was a great experience. It really, really was.
So, Tripp, when you're not on camera, what are your hobbies?
I like to just work out, and I coach. So I've coached group fitness. I coach individual clients. Very passionate about fitness,
football,
and sports. Yeah, particularly
that's all
football.
he talks about is football.
Yeah, there might have been a certain game here that might have been won.
Oh my gosh.
But that's a whole different conversation.
And I like cake, so we don't really,
Oh,
I don't know.
So, Sangita, what was your first impression of Tripp when he was first brought on as one of the 3 bachelors?
I think he had a great energy. I think all 3 guys had really great energy. And Tripp was, I think one of the things is I learned about Tripp through the experience was that he had an idea of what he thought love was for him, but he changed his ways. I think he really went through a phase of understanding who he was and what he wanted out of life. And I felt that when we had we used to have these one-on-one conversations, and I could see the changes happening through this experiment, and it was just a beautiful thing. So my first expression of was that he was just ready to rumble. Like, I think you were ready to look for love. You were ready to play this game. He didn't know this was happening. He just thought he was coming to an island to meet a bunch of girls, gorgeous women.
That was gonna be an easy day.
Easy day.
Okay.
But then he's put to the test.
Yeah.
And I think he really aced it.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, I would say, you'll really have to. The final grade will come out on the last episode. But yeah,
kind of deep. I mean,
yeah.
It sounds like you kind of discovered yourself being there.
Yeah, in many different ways. Yeah.
Wow.
And I think the viewers will too. I really want people to watch this show and think about how they connect with people, right? Like, what do you do every day? And when you met your partner, what was that thing that made you say, that's my person, right? So I think that's also something really cool about the show, is that you're able to feel that.
Sangita, I think you could be a relationship guru.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
Deep.
Yeah.
You're very insightful. You're very good.
Thanks, Lori.
So, Tripp, when your fans do start coming in and you do start getting those messages and DMs and everything, what would you like to say to your fans?
What do you want to say to the ladies?
Well,
Give them your message over there, Tripp.
I mean, just to everybody and anyone who's interested, I appreciate whatever you have to say. I'd love to hear it. That's the fun of this thing, is like, let's see how people react to this whole situation, and with me, if you're gonna watch what I do.
He's blushing, Lori. I can't believe it's him right now.
There's gonna be a lot of fitness. You'll see a lot of fitness, like Fitness Tuesdays. I'm gonna start adopting Sangitas policies here. We're gonna have some Fitness Tuesdays, Fitness Fridays.
I think his DM will be like, "Who's your favorite football team?"
Yeah, and then of course we got some football in the house. Football is gonna be on that page too. Football, love, and some fitness.
And Sangita, be prepared, because I'm sure people will be messaging you looking for relationship advice.
You better get ready.
I am ready, Lori. I just figured out my next job. I love it.
Well, you guys, I had such a great time speaking with you today. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thank you,
having
Lori.
us.
This has been
Take
awesome.
Care, Lori.
Everyone, be sure to watch Tripp and Sangita in the relationship series Lost in Translation on TLC. You guys take care. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit us at sidewalkstv.com, our YouTube channel, and don't forget to follow us on social media.